Well, we're back for another video here. It's been a little while since I've done a video. I had Thanksgiving. See, I had the weekend of Thanksgiving. I took that off. The weekend after Thanksgiving, I actually made a video down here. We were actually working on my little blaster four-wheeler here. I put new brakes. I fixed the brakes on it, cleaned it up. I actually did a test on some different kinds of cleaner. It's a pretty cool little video, I thought, until I went to edit it and I realized I was only taking pictures. I wasn't taking a video. That kind of sucked. So that was the weekend after Thanksgiving, and then last weekend I had a lot of stuff to do. I didn't have time to do any filming or anything. So this weekend though, we're moving on. We're getting some stuff done. We're working on the deck out back. I'll show you guys that. We're going to be working on my buggy some this weekend. I'm going to fix that plug that leaks. You can see the oil just drips around down here. I cleaned that pan back in August or September, and that's how much oil will just drip out of this thing just sitting here. So I got to fix that. Whoa. Oh, he's working on the deck. Just wondering what that noise was. And I also got some jets for my old heavy Chevy here. I need to jet it down just a little bit, because when it's sitting here running, idling, the engine's warmed up, be 180 degrees or whatever, you can put your face right here and it will just kill your eyes. Just like an old car dieseling. I mean, it's strong. One thing I do want to show you guys is the pool out here. Got my brother-in-law Matt over there working. We're actually working on the deck, putting it up. We started getting some of the stuff in, so we're getting that done. But I also got the fence put in. I haven't showed you guys the fence. Like I said, I haven't done a video in a while. Here's the fence, looking pretty good. Well, this is what we got done today. We got all these boards ran all the way down through there and put all those little, whatever you call it, I don't even know what all this stuff is. I'm a mechanic. But we got all those put in. Got that center post dug out and put in down there, or right there, underneath where the fireplace is, or the gas fireplace. So we got quite a bit done. I didn't film any of it because I'm trying to hurry up and get it all done, because we're supposed to have rain here for the next 3 days, and we wanted to get this much done for now, because we're at holding because we're waiting on more wood. But like I said earlier, this is the fence. Looks pretty good. Looks real. I mean, this is what $10,000 of fence looks like. The fireplace is done. I mean, I think I showed you the guys that. I don't remember. It's been a while, but it's what $10,000 of fence looks like. We got a gate over there on the other side of the fireplace in that back corner, and we got a gate coming in right here that goes straight in. So pretty excited. We're getting a lot of stuff done, getting the deck done. Like I said, there's going to be a landing stairs right on here, and then we'll have another stairs coming out there in the yard. So we got a little bit done today. It's getting late. That's about 3 hours worth of work. Getting cold too. So now we're going to start on the car stuff. Let's see. I guess what I'm going to do is I'll pull the buggy back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drain the oil in it, and I'm going to reuse the oil because it's new. I've changed oil on this thing 3 times since July, July-ish area, somewhere around there. I've changed oil on this thing 3 times, and the last time I changed it was September. So I'm really fanatic. I just want to make sure the engine's clean, you know. So I'm going to reuse that oil because it's brand new, and I haven't driven it much. So got the drain plug out. As you can see, I was taking my thumb over it. Luckily, there is no metal on it, so that's pretty cool. So, but the oil is draining. If you can see it, it's been draining for a minute, so I want to keep draining for a little while, and then we'll get underneath there. I want to jack this thing up, put it on jack stands, and then I'm going to try to take out that oil relief plug there. Okay, so we crawled underneath here. I got her up on jack stands in here. I'm trying to crawl underneath here, but you can see, no light, not too bright. That little dual relief plug right there, it's the one that has oil dripping off of it, and what it does is it drips down onto my oil sump, and you can see how it's coming out the side right here. You can see that dripping out the side. I've already wiped that. It fills the top of that thing up, and when you drive it, the wind blows it and it just goes everywhere. So, and that's really the only leak. I was looking underneath my valve cover right here, and I don't know, I was looking underneath that and where my push rods are and everything, and where the cylinders meet the block, and everything's dry on this side. I haven't looked at the other side, but I must have did something right when I built this. It's my first air-cooled Volkswagen engine I've ever built by myself, for the most part. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get that out. The other thing that sucks is this this oil sump is like right underneath it, and I'm not taking that all the way out. That was a pain in the butt to put in. That's the finished product there. I took the plug almost all the way out and I sprayed it with brake cleaner and I blew it off with air hose, and then I put a bunch of pipe thread on it, pipe thread sealer on there, and I just screwed it in there. We'll let it dry overnight. Hopefully it won't leak anymore like it's been, because that was a pretty good leak after you drive it and you park it. And it would just sit there and just drip out. I could get out of it. By the time I get out, there's already a couple of drips on the ground, which I know it's air cooled and they all leak. But so far, that's really the only leak I have so far. So I'll take that as a win for me as of right now. Well, it's actually a couple of days later. I had stopped by here yesterday and it was just raining outside and it was yucky. Today is 61 degrees and sunny, as you can see. So I'll take that as a win. But stopped by here yesterday and I took this thing off the jack stands and rolled it back outside. I had it right here in the doorway and I started up and let it run until it got completely warmed up. You can tell when the oil pressure is reading below 40 psi after it's warmed up. So I pulled it back in here and parked it, got out, and as you can see underneath the floor there, no oil leaks. I understand it's going to have some, it's air cooled and they all leak, but if I can sit here and do this, see if we can get underneath here, look at the fix. Let me get my pen light actually, whatever I did with it. I know it was in my pocket. Alright, if I can get underneath here and fix it for what I did, get rid of oil leaks, I'll do it every time. As you can see, the plug there, if you can see it, it's not leaking anymore. I don't know why it was leaking so bad, but no more oil leaks. It's all dry underneath here, both sides. So since we got this part done, I'm pretty much done with this thing for now. And I think I said it a while back, I ordered a windshield gasket and it was wrong. I sent it back and I got another one in. I just need to install it. I need to get a saw to cut that Lexan. So that's kind of what I'm waiting on. I think I might do another video. Might do that on my break from work for the holidays. I don't know. We'll see. I got some other stuff lined up. So I'm done with this thing for now. I'm glad it runs. Should take it for a ride today. It's such a nice day, but I might do it next week. It's supposed to be nice all next week. Well, I decided since it's 61 degrees out and sunny, I'm going to take this thing for a little ride. So we're going to do a little cold start here. Let's see. See if it'll start. Ah, come on, baby. Alright, I'm going to let it sit here and get warmed up for a few minutes and we'll take it for a little ride. Was fun. We're back. I just pulled back in. I didn't really video much. I didn't go too far. It's a little bit chillier than I thought it would be, but I was going to answer a viewer's question real quick. He asked me, why you put your cutter brakes right here? I mounted them right here between the seats and I have them sticking out right through here. Two reasons. One, I know I'm just used to them being right here. I can grab them at any, it's really easy to grab. And two, I can actually put my arm as I'm shifting, use them as like a little bit of an armrest if I wanted to. I can leave them sitting right there. So hope that answers your question. And plus, it's easy for me to put them right there. Less brake lines you had to run, and I don't know, it looks cleaner right there. I've seen some guys where they mount them out here. As a friend of mine, he actually had it mounted right over here, and I've seen another guy on YouTube actually mount it between his legs. Whatever floats your boat, that's whatever you want to do. Hey, it's all. You build it for where you want it for yourself. But I like them right there personally. Like I said, two reasons. One, I'm so used to them being right there, so I can just pull them real quick either or. I like the dual handles because I know which one to pull. It's just preference. And two, I can put my hand on there. Since they're dual handles, the way they work is you pull them up and they activate. I can actually lay my arm on there and rest my arm on there as I'm driving. So hope that answers your question. But now we're going to move on over to my red car. I'm actually going to jet it down a little bit. I wish I had my friend's wideband O2 sensor kit to put on there. I borrowed it and it was running really rich, and it was running way rich according to his wideband thing there. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take this wrench here and we're going to put it on here. There we go. I'll break this line loose. I'll do the back side here. It's dark in this back corner of this garage, but I don't want to start this thing up or try to push it because it's really heavy. There we go. Alright, so fuel line should come loose easily. There's one. There's the other. Alright, there's my fuel line. So now I'm going to take this, we're going to take this bowl loose. And I put paper towels down right here to catch most of the fuel because I think there's still some in this bowl, even though I haven't started this car up in quite a while. So now, let's see. Break this thing loose here. I'm messing the gasket up. Alright, there it is. Let's see if there's any trash in here. No trash. That's a good sign. Alright. Set this over here. Just like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're after these two jets right here. I want to see what size they are. I can't remember. I got my jet removal tool here. I highly recommend getting one. That way you don't mess up your jets with just a regular flat blade screwdriver like I see so many people do. There we go. Let's see what we got. I can't remember what I jetted this thing to. It's been a minute. Okay, so I got the old jets out. They are 70s. I had a hard time reading them. It's barely even in there, but I can barely make it out with my eyes. I'm about blind, I guess. So I'm going to go with 68s. I'm going to drop it down 2 sizes. We'll see what that does. I sure as heck shouldn't make it run leaner than what it was. I mean, I seriously can just put my face down there at the back and my eyes will just be burning because it's running so rich. So we're going to slide these in right here like so. If I can get it started, be great. There we go. There's one, and here's the other. Right on there. I'll take my little tool here, put it on. Screw it in with my finger. I'll run it the rest of the way in here with my finger. Hear people upstairs banging stuff around. I could be down here by myself with nothing to do and you don't ever hear anything. As soon as you start filming, you hear people banging stuff, people call. Isn't that crazy how that works? Alright. That's a vacuum cleaner, I guess. Soak up some of that gas. Get leaked out. I have to get some more paper towels and soak up some more. Let's put this bowl back on, get it started. Gasket looks alright. Push this down so that lever can push against it, just like so. Alright. Start the screws back in, or bolts, whatever you want to call them. Okay. So now we got the bulb back on, we'll put the fuel line back on. Start with that one, and then we'll go with this one. There it goes, I think. I ought to change out that fuel pressure gauge too while we're at it. There's 2. Here's what I'm talking about with my fuel gauge. Little screws are missing out of it. I might take them off my other one. They have fallen out as the car is driven. Gone on the road, I guess, but oh well. I might put a new one on. I've had that one forever. I've had it on a bunch of different things I've owned. So now I guess we'll start it up and let it run for a minute, see what it does, make sure there's no leaks. Oh yeah, it's filled up now. Should fire up here in a second. Let's see. I might drive it to work this week, and then when I get to work, when it's good and warm, I'll probably adjust everything, check vacuum, and play around with everything, and adjust the floats on it. I'll need to do that. But at least he runs, and at least I got the oil leaks hopefully fixed on this thing, or the biggest one. I mean, because like I said before, when I drive this thing, I would park it, and by the time I'd get out and come around, there's already leaked about 4 drops on the driveway or wherever. So hopefully that fixes it. I mean, if it has like a couple of drop after sitting overnight or a few, I'm fine with that. But after sitting there just dripping, and when you get out and there's like a puddle like that, it's getting a little bit too excessive already for a new engine. It's less than a year old put together. So anyway, I guess that'll do it for this video. I got jets changing that. I got this thing up and going. Next video here in the next few weeks, actually, I'm probably doing an engine swap on a Toyota truck. I got that going on here in the next few weeks, and I don't know, I got some other stuff I need to do. So I appreciate you guys viewing, subscribing, and asking questions. I don't mind answering them. But yeah, I guess that's it. I'll see y'all next time.